Look closely at the invisible chains dragging you down in the quiet hours of the night. You have built an empire of wealth and status, yet you lie awake consumed by the actions of others. The unpredictable shifts in the global market, or the irreversible mistakes of your past. This is the profound paradox of high achievers. You possess everything money can buy, but you lack the ultimate currency of the elite mind, which is absolute psychological dominance over your own reactions. The energy you waste agonizing over situations entirely outside your sphere of influence is quietly eroding your empire from the inside out. It is a slow, hidden poison. Today, we will confront this exhausting cycle with a brutal truth. It is time to stop pouring your golden mental resources into broken vessels. We will master the cold art of absolute and total detachment. The most successful individuals on this planet do not possess a magical ability to alter reality. Instead, they share a ruthlessly efficient cognitive filter. They look at a crisis and instantly separate the variables they can manipulate from the immovable facts they must accept. When you obsess over an outcome you cannot dictate, you are essentially demanding that the universe bend to your specific will. This is not leadership, it is a manifestation of profound inner anxiety dressed up as perfectionism. Every minute you spend resenting a betrayal, a market crash, or a biological reality is a minute stolen from your actual zone of power. You must realize that your attachment to the uncontrollable is a self-inflicted wound. We are going to teach you how to cauterize that wound immediately and redirect that massive energy toward your true domain. Modern psychological research deeply aligns with ancient Stoic wisdom regarding the locus of control. Studies in neuroplasticity reveal that chronic fixation on uncontrollable stressors hyperactivates the amygdala, literally rewiring your brain for perpetual panic and decision fatigue. The first solution is the brutal practice of radical acceptance. This does not mean passive surrender. It means looking at the bleakest, most unfair reality and stating, "It is what it is," without a single ounce of emotional rebellion. You acknowledge the storm without yelling at the clouds. However, here lies a dangerous new trap for the intellectual elite. You might logically understand radical acceptance, but secretly harbor a residual hope that your stoic behavior will somehow magically change the outcome. This hidden expectation will eventually destroy you. That hidden expectation is the ghost of your ego refusing to truly let go. You pretend to walk away from the burning building, but you keep glancing over your shoulder, waiting for the fire to extinguish itself as a reward for your newfound maturity. As long as that microscopic thread of conditional attachment exists, you are still a prisoner to the event. True detachment must be incredibly cold, absolute, and unconditional. It requires a psychological funeral for the outcome you desperately wanted. You must grieve the loss of control, bury it deep, and walk away without ever looking back. If you fail to perform this absolute severance, your mind will remain trapped in a relentless loop of cognitive dissonance, draining your vitality and destroying your focus. You must learn to look at the uncontrollable with the completely dead eyes of a Stoic master. This brings us to the ultimate psychological threshold, the division between the elite master and the perpetual victim. When the chaotic waves of life crash against you, the weak mind fights the water and drowns in exhaustion. The elite mind simply becomes the unbreakable rock beneath the surface. It is a state of formidable psychological armor, forged in the fires of ruthless objectivity. But how do you actually construct this armor when the pain of betrayal feels so overwhelmingly real? How do you flip the neurological switch that instantly kills your emotional attachment to a desired outcome? There is a highly specific, proven cognitive protocol used by top-tier global executives to achieve this instantaneous cold detachment. Prepare to permanently alter your reality and mind. The first step of this protocol is the ruthless categorization of your reality. Imagine your mind as a highly secured, pristine vault. You must actively inspect every single thought that demands entry. When a stressful thought arises about an uncontrollable event, you must immediately halt it at the gate. Ask yourself one cold question. Can my direct physical action change this exact outcome right now? If the answer is no, you must brutally deny it entry into your emotional vault. You do not analyze it, you do not debate it, and you certainly do not sympathize with it. You drop it like a piece of burning coal. This requires immense discipline, as your ego will scream to analyze the unfairness of the situation. You must silence that noise. Treat the uncontrollable thought as a toxic trespasser attempting to steal your most valuable asset, your inner peace. The second step is the strategic redirection of your vast cognitive capital. Nature abhors a vacuum, and if you simply try to stop thinking about a problem, your mind will inevitably drift right back to it. Therefore, the moment you drop the uncontrollable thought, you must instantly pivot your extreme focus onto a hyper-specific micro-action within your absolute control. If the market collapses, you immediately pivot to optimizing your daily health routine or refining your next strategic business plan. You take the immense, aggressive energy that was fueling your anxiety and you compress it into a laser beam of productive action. This is the alchemy of the elite mind. You are actively transmuting the poison of helplessness into the supreme power of disciplined execution. You do not just let go of the chaos, you ruthlessly build your fortress amidst it. The third and final step is mastering the art of the psychological death and rebirth. You must accept that letting go often feels like a minor death. A part of your identity was attached to that specific person, that specific investment, or that specific outcome. When you sever that tie, it hurts. The elite do not avoid this pain, they walk straight through it with cold majesty. They perform a mental ritual where they explicitly acknowledge the end of that hope. They look at the ashes of their expectation and they simply walk away, reborn and unburdened. This is where true invincibility is forged. By proving to yourself that you can survive the death of your deepest expectations without losing your composure, you eliminate the very concept of fear. You become a psychological monolith, entirely impervious to the unpredictable storms of the external world. Breathe deeply and internalize this immense power. The heavy burdens you have been carrying for years were never yours to carry in the first place. You have been exhausting yourself trying to control the wind, when your only duty was to adjust the sails of your own mind. Feel the incredible lightness that comes from total, absolute detachment. It is not a lack of caring, it is the ultimate expression of self-respect. You are finally treating your mental energy like the irreplaceable golden currency that it truly is. From this moment forward, you will navigate your life with a chilling, beautiful calmness. Let the world outside rage, let markets fluctuate, and let people make their errors. You are no longer a participant in their chaos. You are the silent architect of your own unshakable peace, watching the drama unfold from a fortress of absolute clarity. This is your new reality. You are no longer a victim of circumstance, but the sovereign ruler of your inner domain. When tomorrow brings a new set of unpredictable challenges, you will not flinch. You will look at the uncontrollable variables with a cold, piercing gaze, and you will simply drop them. You will ruthlessly protect your focus, your energy, and your unparalleled emotional stability. You have mastered the silent, elegant art of letting go. Embrace this profound stillness. It is the foundation of true greatness and the ultimate signature of the 1% mind. Keep building your empire. Keep refining your focus, and never again surrender your peace to things you cannot change. The world belongs to those who can master themselves. Rest in this profound truth, and prepare to conquer tomorrow with an entirely new level of psychological dominance.